So welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's video. So we've got a bit of a news roundup for today. I didn't have time to sit down and play some matches, so I wanted to at least get, some news, some updates of what's going on. And then hopefully tomorrow we're back to the Dream Team. All right, that's going to be the game plan. Dream Team series with Man United as well as the Master League. But folks, I just haven't had time. YouTube is not my full-time job. I wish it was, because I'll be bashing out videos constantly. But I try and get at least one out a day if possible. But anyway, let's dive into the news for this one. We're going to be talking about FIFA 22 Crossplay. We're going to be talking about Ronaldo, whether he's going to be staying at Man United or not. We're going to go through Twitter, have a look at some eFootball stuff, and then just kind of go from there. So, without further ado, let's dive into this. All right, folks, so the first piece of news is the new campaign. If you do head over to eFootball, or at least head online, you can see we've got the Enchanted Dribblers this time around, if it actually works. Doesn't want to click, does it? Absolutely pathetic. There we go. Cool, blimey, that's slow. So, these are the players that you can possibly get. Some real gems, no doubt about it. You've got Mr. Ronaldinho, Diego Maradona, of course, Luis Figo as well. Going to be very, very good, very nimble players, and certainly worth a go. Now, these are going to be 3 players that are mixed in, as you can see, with 147 other players. So, if you do spend $150... you will get those 3 players. Are they worth technically $50 a piece? Probably not, if I'm being honest with you, because I'm sure you can get these legends. Look, folks, they're going to be giving out legends and I'm sure other perks later on down the road. But definitely, if you want to bolster your squad, there you go. I will try to stream on Friday, which is actually tomorrow. So maybe we'll try and get them tomorrow. But for the time being, that's the players that are up for grabs. Go get them if you want to spend money. Do it. Right, next up, just a quick update regarding the rating issue in eFootball League. So if you guys are playing eFootball League and you've seen some issues, this is what Konami have gone ahead and done. So the top 3 ranked users are no longer shown in the eFootball League main menu, so they've gone. The See All button is no longer usable in the eFootball League main menu. In the previous post, we mentioned that we would fix this issue in a later date and that we plan to reset the rankings and ratings. What was meant by reset is as follows. So the rankings themselves will be kept as is, so you will not suffer any changes to your hard-earned ranking. Your ratings will suffer changes though, but these changes will be based on your ranking and your match records. Lastly, they're also planning to send a compensation to all users who have created a game account by the date of the maintenance when the fix was applied. All right, all users that are in Division 1 at this time will receive another compensation for the inconveniences caused by this issue. There you go. Note that you are still able to be promoted to Division 1 from Division 2. Another notification will be sent as soon as the maintenance date has been decided. And posted this as well. This was afterwards. I think they sort of rectified that. So there you go. They're going to be updating a few things. Look, I'm not in Division 1 or 2. I haven't really been playing eFootball actually over the last few days. I've been quite busy as the time is going off. So yeah, I haven't been up there. It's too far up there, Division 1 and 2. But for those wondering, there it is. Beautiful. All right, and lastly, regarding just the notes, there's no live update scheduled for this week from the 5th to the 11th. Now, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this, just because as a result, the condition of all players will be determined based on the live update rating applied to them before. So if a player's on E-form, someone like Kylian Mbappe, who I actually snapped up, he's going to remain on E-form for the next week. It doesn't really make sense. Just reset them back, Konami. If they're on E-form but they're not playing that week, put them to C. Just make it all neutral. Everyone can just be a C form. And if they're on an A and they haven't changed, then put them to C as well. Just even out the playing field. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but it seems a bit harsh. They're not playing that week, but you're still going to punish them. Anyway, there we go. All right, folks, so now we're going to head over to the other side of the rainbow. That's right, FIFA. I haven't played it in a long time. Honestly, I probably should go back and just try it. I really think the gameplay is probably horrendous now, to be honest, because of how quick they've sped it all up. But we're going to be talking about crossplay real quickly, because we know the talk about FIFA 23 And there is speculation that it might be free to play, there might be a name change, and now there's crossplay being talked about as well. So they are working on testing that out. So what is crossplay test and what modes is it available for, right? So for FIFA 22, crossplay has the ability to play the game with different players from different platforms. So you can play PS5 versus Xbox, etc. Our crossplay test will be available in online seasons and online friendlies, meaning that you can choose to play FIFA 22 with a friend, if you have any friends, make sure you got some, on another platform, or climb the online seasons divisions against players potentially playing on other platforms. This crossplay test will be available to all players on the PS5, Xbox X and S, and Stadia versions of FIFA 22. No talk about PC, ever. They never talk about the PC. So why is crossplay test only in these two modes? While we want to enable our players to play with as many friends as possible, we limited the test to these two modes with the aim of reducing the chance for introducing new issues into the game. We are confident that the game data and feedback that we get from these two modes will help inform for the implementation of further titles. So how do you enable or disable this if you are intrigued or wondering and you are on those consoles? Once this crossplay test is activated, when you're in the main menu of FIFA 22, you can find a widget in the bottom right-hand corner that can be opened with the corresponding button prompt as pictured below. And here it is. So you'll get a little pop-up. Crossplay is currently enabled. You can play with your friends. Simply use R2 if you want to disable or enable it. From this widget, you can simply follow the button prompt to enable or disable it. There's nothing else that you need to do. And there it is. Magic. And then it talks about all other stuff if you guys are interested. I'll leave the link for this in the description if you are. But there's a bit of confirmation that they are working on the whole crossplay. And as we know, Efootball is going to be doing the same thing, except they're adding mobile into the mix. And you're only going to be able to play mobile, though, with an actual controller. If you've got no controller on your mobile, you can't be playing eFootball. That's what they said before. They might change it. I'd hope not, because trying to play, with this without... I can't even get it in the shot. Without actually having a controller might be a little bit difficult because there are a lot of inputs. But anyway, there's the news. FIFA 22 crossplay being tested for the future titles. Wehey. Right, sticking with FIFA a little bit more. Nothing crazy. They're just stating that the next game will seamlessly still be called FIFA 23. So we can still wait and hold judgment on that one. And then they just speak about it. But I'm not going to bore you guys because that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I mean, do we really care about a name change? Not really. It's not going to change anything. It's purely for licensing purposes. So, yeah. If anything, FIFA 24 will be called the whole eFootball or eSports world, whatever they were going to call it. So, there we go. Don't worry about it, folks. If you're not, whatever. If it's not going to upset you, you're fine. I think we'll survive. So, there we go. All right, let's move on to some Manchester United and Cristiano Ronaldo chit-chat, because I wanted to talk about it. Now, we know Ronaldo came this season at Man United, and we was all, is he going to be worth it? Is he not? And I think the end consensus is, folks, is Ronaldo's been a good signing. When you look at the money, Romelu Lukaku, how much money was he at Chelsea? How much was Grealish? And what have they done for those clubs? Barely anything. And then you look at Ronaldo, we got him for what? 20 million something, not that great, not that expensive, and yeah, his salary is a hefty salary, but the guy's done the business at 37 years of age, folks. He still is a player who can finish, who can definitely get the best out of other players if we have players that actually could be asked, let's be honest. So personally for myself, I want him to stay, because I think when Ten Hag, when Ten Hag comes in, is it Eric Ten Hag? That's the one. When he comes in, he's going to talk to Ronaldo, and we're going to need another striker, sure, but there's no reason why Ronaldo can't fit into that system, and he's not going to play every single game as much as he's going to want to. But there is some talk about possibly him staying. I mean, here's Roy Keane saying that he thinks Ronaldo should stay, and we're going to do a Roy Keane accent. Are we ready for this? I think Ronaldo should be at the club there. That's my personal opinion. His body language at the end of the game certainly suggests he's not leaving there. His goals, his performance weren't staying at United. But United have got players around him, other strikers. The leading goal scorer, the man you're depending on, is 37, and that's not good. No, it's not. There you go. That's Roy Keane. You know, he needs to be mature. It's Roy Keane here, you know. Come on now. Sorry, don't get offended. But yeah, Roy Keane stating that he definitely thinks Ronaldo should be staying. He's got that experience, but yes, he's going to need someone with him. And hopefully Ronaldo does. I mean, is he going to leave before his contract? I think he's still got another year on his contract, hasn't he? He signed for 2 years. I don't think Ronaldo's the type of player to just cut the contract, especially at a club like Manchester United, who I feel like they're one of the teams that certainly is in his heart. I mean, why would you go back to Man United in the first place in the state that they were in last season? Yeah, he wants to win trophies, and I think he'll do one more season at Man United, and he'll still keep going, Ronaldo, when he's 39, 40, even 41 years of age. I mean, the guy's just a machine. And then after next season, yeah, then he might go back to Real Madrid or someone. We'll see. He's going to be nearly 40 by then, but the guy's a beast, and definitely feel like he's got to stay another year. You let me know. What do you think? Do you think he's going to walk away? I hope not. I do think with a new manager, he's going to, in his mind, think, okay, a proper manager comes in, gets rid of some of these pathetic pants players, turns things around. There could be potential. The only thing is no Champions League football. Like, we don't have anything, you know, it's just rubbish in that regard, but, you know, that's the situation we're in. So there we go. Ronaldo, Man United, what do you think? All right, folks, and we're going to end the video on some Twitter tweets. That's right, it's Twitter tweet time, folks, where we're going to go through some eFootball 2022 tweets and generally just have a look at them, because sometimes you do get some nice videos to actually watch. So we have some action right here, so let's have a look at this one. I don't know what this says. It'll be better, wouldn't it? Practice makes a master. All right, let's have a look. Looks like he's picked himself up a free kick here. All right, so he's just going to bend this in. Ah, that's sneaky. That is very, very sneaky, Mr. Who is this? Sikaden. Very nice. I like that. I like that. I haven't seen too many goals go in like that. That's world class. He literally just rolls it under the wall. I've got to try this. So he's put a tiny bit of power on it and rolled it in. Very nice. I like that. I like it. Very, very nice, son. All right, moving on. We've got another video here. Let's have a look at this one. So a little bit of interplay. Plays it down the right-hand side. Little double touch. Skips back inside again. And then just bends it in the far corner. Filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy. All right, moving on. Let's have a look down here. All right, we've got some more gameplay action with players falling all over the shop. So, a chance for, I don't know, what was he showing here? I don't really know. It would be nice if I could read this language, wouldn't it? Don't you wait until the other person makes a mistake. Goodbye to boring defense. The target that presses on the player holder also uses the head to guide the action. Offensive defense. Continuous bargaining. Defensive craftsman. Casemiro's splendid ball capture. And there it is. I mean, one thing that I have mentioned about eFootball is the flow of the game. And unlike PES 21, PES 20, etc., where things are very stop-start, stop-start, you can see that players, when it just hits them, you know, even here, falls down, gets up with it, just gets on with it. Yeah, there is still a little bit of a delay, and sometimes the players don't really know where they're going. But as a whole, I do like the way that players just get on with it. They react. It's quick. You know, it's how football should be. No player in the world, unless he's Harry Maguire, had to get that dig in there, you know, just stands there like a plum. So this guy's moved to Division 3. Congratulations, Sunshine. And there is obviously the lads that are going to be up to grabs. What do we have here? I imagine he uses his left foot, but he kicked the ball with his weaker foot. Yeah, they still need to address that. It is a little bit annoying, as you can see here, as Odegaard kind of cuts back. I mean, in this position, you know, there should be lining up with the left foot, or at least take a touch, but then he kind of decides that he's going to swing that with his right foot and bend it in. I mean, would Odegaard do that? Probably not. Those are little things, but honestly, they've always been in the game. They really have been. We've got the Benzema action right here. He just fires one in off the old woodwork. Well, what a season Karim Benzema's had. I mean, he did miss a lot of chances yesterday. But still, Real Madrid, well, what can we say about that? Man City. Sorry if you're a Man City fan. You turned into Manchester United for 2 minutes. Core blimey. But yeah, nice play here by Benzema. Opens up the old left peg and then fires it into the top bins. Beautiful. Next up, we have some action right here. So working the ball down the left-hand side. A little bit of a flick. Playing through the middle. Another reverse pass. The gives and goes. Is he going to hit it? There it is. Well, that was different, wasn't it? Just ballooned it in the top corner. Well, the top corner. Hit the old stands. What do we have next here? Oh, there he is. Someone has snapped up Luis Figo. So that's what he looks like when he's fallen asleep with Samuel Eto'o. Some of you guys probably have stacked teams. Just like this team. Have a look at that. You got Figo, Maradona, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Luis Diaz, Thiago, Fabinho, Chiellini, Alaba, Van Dijk, and Alisson. That's ridiculous. But I would like Konami to start adding more events where you can't use the top players. You know, it will make things more interesting. It's why I've kind of started my series with Man United and just developing the young players. There he is, the one and only Diego Maradona. I did see a couple of manual clips earlier. Let's have a look here. So we got more action right here. Let's have a look. Plays this one through the middle. Square pass. How's he going to finish that? Just fired it in top corner. Nothing too crazy. What do we have here? Oh, we've got someone pulling off the magic. Yes, I'm sure it's going to be... I think this was the Ronaldinho one. No, League Un. Who's that going to be? Neymar's. Right, Mr. Skill Merchant. When you get it with Neymar, folks, you just do whatever you need to do. All right, moving on. We've got this video here. This was a nice little move. That was letting the ball run through the legs. Remember, to do that move, you've got to flick the analog stick towards where the ball's going. And then he completely fooled out a few defenders and then just slotted it bottom corner. Nice little move there as well. I did see a manual goal. And I can't remember where. Oh, there's the old dipping shot. In case you guys are wondering, got to hit shoot just as he's about to strike the ball. And that's going to enable the ball to do that. Up and down, over the wall. A belter into the bottom corner. I think this was it. Was this the manual goal? No, I don't know where it is. But anyway, we got this goal here. Nice little move. A very, very quick counter. Just annihilated the defense completely there. And how's the finish? Oh, I thought he was going to go for a special finish there. Here we go. Nice bit of play. And then bottom corner off the post. And he's missed it. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, that was a bit horrendous. It can happen. There's all the cards you can get, by the way, in case you're wondering. The ones that have been darkened are the players that he's already snapped up. So there's some, there's some decent players there to get. And then we've got one final one here of this guy snapping up the one and only Diego Maradona. Now, when you do get a legend, apparently there's a drum sound. I don't know. I haven't actually picked up a legend yet. I'm still waiting to find out when that happens. But there he is in the Barcelona shirt with the bush. Fantastic. All right, final few. Let's have a look. I think that's like a mobile game, to be honest. Where was the manual goal? I did see a nice manual goal. And I can't remember where it is now. Where's the man? There it is. So this guy here is actually playing on manual. And I give him massive props. There his name's Max Rao. And here he is. Just watch it. Just pinging it about. Playing online. The guy clearly knows his stuff. Works it well. Gets it down the right flank. Overlapping run. Squares it. Bottom corner. Nice goal. A nice goal to finish off on full manual. Beautiful. And that's probably why we need to start a goal of the month competition at some point. Anyway, that is all today, folks. That's the news. A bit of Twitter footage for you. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow with Dream Team. And I'll try and record some Master League, Sunday or something. We'll see. But Saturday's going to be a busy day. And it's also Mother's Day coming up over here. So got to take that into account. But anyway, we'll be back shortly. If you guys did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, take care.